Hello everyone. All our lives we have been used to working for somebody else. And we were taught to be good workers, of course, in grade school, in high school. The more obedient you are to the teacher, the more adherent you are to the guidelines, the higher your grade will be. And the more medals, the more awards you will receive. I believe that's just the way the current educational system is geared towards in producing hard and obedient workers. Nothing wrong with that. But I think what is often lacking is the development of free thinkers, free and critical thinkers who may or may not work for some other people or somebody else, but who can also work for themselves. And this video is a friendly reminder that whatever work you are engaged in right now, whether you are working or not, it doesn't matter if you have a boss or if you don't like your job at the moment, but I want you to gain at least some degree of ownership over your work. You know, you may not necessarily like what you're doing right now, and most likely it may be for somebody else. Maybe it's for your company, it's for your boss, it's for the stockholders of your company. But whatever it is, perhaps you're making an annual report, you're crunching the numbers in the Excel file. At least try to gain some degree of ownership over it, because that is important. In philosophical terms, we call that agency. You need to gain agency over your work, because if you do, you will also gain a sense of yourself. You will also gain ownership over your own self. And don't we want that? Don't everybody want that for ourselves? We don't want to spend the rest of our lives in autopilot, in just going through the motions aimlessly and without thought. And mind you, it happens. I believe it happens to majority of us. Just going through the motions without thought whatsoever. And so, may this be a friendly reminder and a small challenge to gain ownership over what you do, over your activities, and ergo, over yourself. It definitely will not happen overnight, especially if number one, you don't like what you are currently doing now, and number two, if you have been used all your life to just being an automaton, just going through the motions. But this is important, because one day when we are all old, we want to be able to say to ourselves and to our loved ones that we lived our lives. We lived the life we wanted for ourselves, and not that we lived somebody else's life, or that we simply lived and existed to fulfill the dreams of somebody else, the dreams of our company. We want to gain ownership over ourselves. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll definitely see you again in our next video. Take care.